Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Running Wrestling Podcast, powered by Glitch Energy, a part of the Chairshot Sports Media Group. I am your host, Bigmike, and I am joined, as always, by my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on, Sped Rock?
Man, it was 60-something degrees today up here in PA. It was beautiful.
Oh, shut up. It was
I know.
90-something down here.
My uncle said the same thing. Yeah. Hey, DB got over.
What's
What
going
up?
on, DB?
Yes.
Appreciate you subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I saw that subscribe come through. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you're getting your closed caption now. I know we couldn't make it happen on Twitch. You can check us out on Twitch. We do have behind the scenes 30 minutes before right now over on SB3DROCK on the Twitch side. If you want to catch us be goofy behind the scenes and just do stupid shit. Kind of what we do here, just non-wrestling related. So you can always check us out there, but we should have closed captioning on starting next week. We got it fixed behind the scenes, but it didn't let us do, since we already had the stream up and running, I guess. It wouldn't let us switch it midstream, so hopefully next week it'll be there good too. Also, what's up, Carol? Appreciate you coming in. Probably, how you feeling about last night? We're going to get into what happened with FTR and all that last night. How are you feeling, Carol? I know you're a huge FTR fan. They had a big match last night against Rodito? That's still a weird name to me. I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we say that?
It's supposed to be Brodito. It's a weird name. Also check in again for all the YouTubers with our behind the scenes Twitchers. Lady Alpha, who was laughing at something, who knows, probably at my face. It's fine. TC always in there. We had DB who was in there. We talked about who made it over to YouTube. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. But yeah, check us out. Hopefully we'll have some new viewers in. Obviously, I started a new job a few weeks. I've found a couple of wrestling fans at that job and told them about the podcast. We'll see if they jump in. So hopefully we'll have a new few people. If you see somebody mention Lowe's, that they are new from the job, because they said they were going to mention Lowe's when they came in, just so I knew who they were. So, and for those who don't know, I work at Lowe's. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be a winner. I'm not a big fan of the triple threat match. I mean, I like Brodito. I like, a big Brody King fan. I'm an okay Brody Bandito fan. I couldn't even think of the guy's real name. Did you get a chance to watch the match, Sped? You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
FTR Brodito match.
I didn't agree with the ending like you guys. I thought it should have been a clean finish between one of the two. But hey, we got triple threat coming up, and are the Hurt Syndicate going to hurt people? Yes. That's just my only question.
Hey, there's one from Lowe's.
What's
going on, Scott? Thank you, sir, for coming in, checking us out. Roll Tide.
High Tide. I should start.
He did mention Lowe's, but yeah, he did mention from work. You coming in?
Shopping, huh?
I mean, if you want to embarrass yourself,
I always do. It's a break.
You're going to get rolled next weekend.
We're not getting. Listen. I hope we don't. I hope we steal all the crab legs this year so we can actually win another natty.
For any of my Alabama fans that are watching, Sped is an FSU fan, so we are going head to head next week. So
yeah,
should be interesting. We'll have to talk about it a little bit on the show next week, obviously.
I'm probably gonna have to do a watch party on that one. Like, oh, cry Sped type of deal.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't want people see you cry on screen. It's bad enough when you lose. It's bad enough when you lose a crown or a title that you cry about it. You don't need to see you cry about football.
Now, I want to put that SpongeBob thing where they're like bald.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, God.
I actually used to work for Home Depot a long time ago too, so I've been on both sides of that war. We talk about AEW and WWE war. It's a whole thing between Home Depot and Lowe's too.
Yeah.
As I have learned. And yes, I was reminded that my own show was tonight at 6 p.m. Central by Herb. I appreciate you letting me know and keeping me on track. Herb and Raj. Actually, you can go back and watch Herb and Raj's podcast from this past Tuesday. Me and Bama Beat were on. We did an SEC preview where we went through all the teams. They are every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. They also have a Saturday show, Saturday at 7:30. And your boy will be a special guest on the Saturday show, too. We'll be doing a little drinking and talking on Saturday night. A little bit about Bama football, things like that. And who knows what comes up. It's after dark. A lot of stuff can go on. I appreciate you coming in, Herb. And yes, thank you for reminding me what time my own show is. I really appreciate it.
I will be in the chats for that one.
Come on. But you guys aren't here for football. You guys aren't here for any of that. You guys are here for some wrestling. It's a big weekend. It's another counter programming weekend, which obviously means there's a whole lot of wrestling.
A lot.
AEW show. We've got a WWE show or NXT, kind of a WWE.
I don't know. They don't even know either. Like they're like, is it WWE?
There's a lot of wrestling going on.
Yeah, they don't even know.
Well, since WWE took the NXT off of like the PLEs that they do, because now it's just WWE Heatwave, not NXT Heatwave. I guess they thought they could market it better that way. So I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a couple of good shows. We do have a big show last weekend to talk about that we're going to go over as well, as you can see from some of the graphics over there on the left of the slideshow as we get into it. We won't be talking about the weekly shows a lot just because a lot of it will lead into what we're going to do on the PLEs and the pay-per-views. So we will skip a lot of that. And then get right into our predictions as my beautiful title will be on the line for NXT. And yes, he is not on the screen, but Ultimate One will be defending that AEW crown against both of us in a triple threat. If you have watched the show the past couple times, somebody tried to sneak in a one-on-one by saying he was the champion, whatever.
Hold on, time out.
But it is a triple threat.
That was against Sooner. I totally forgot about Forbidden Door or to cut a promo on you one too.
So it will be a triple threat this week and one next week for Clash in Paris. So make sure you guys tune in next week as well as we predict WWE's Clash in Paris. Wait, I was trying to get Carol's. I have to exit chat before SEC Power. I understand. Make sure, and Randy's usually in our chat too. He's doing the Power Hour. Make sure you guys go check him out after our show, preferably. Him and Joe usually do a Power Hour for SEC over on there. So appreciate you there, DB. We'll see about that. It's going to be a long season.
As long as Manning's on that team, they have a chance.
But we will get into it. And what's up, Michael from Kicking At It too? They have a pod going on tonight. A GM mode over on Twitch tonight at 8 o'clock Central. Make sure you guys go check them out. Also, what's up, Isaiah? Appreciate you coming in. No normal listener. And yes, it is Joe. If you like Randy and you love the insight that Randy brings to Georgia football, if you're a Georgia football fan, Joe brings that, and he's hilarious as well. Not that Randy's not awesome, but Joe brings an extra amount of comedy that is pretty cool to that show. So definitely go check Randy and Joe out. So we will get started. Last week, the big show, Triple Mania. What'd you think of the show overall, brother?
Loved it. Oh, from top to bottom, loved it. I thought it was cool. The mixed tag, that was cool with the Judgment Day versus Lola Vice, Mr. Iguana, and
Hamburguesa.
Yeah, I couldn't say his name the right way. That's why I was like, oh God,
Hamburguesa.
I'm gonna mess this up. Either way, one was
like it would be the first time you've messed somebody's name up.
Man, no, like I'm gonna screw up tonight completely at the end of the night. But so I thought this was a great show. A lot of people didn't like it. It was too flippy, too much acrobat. Okay, that's lucha. That's lucha.
I don't know who you're following. I didn't see anybody say that. Everybody I've talked to said they loved the show.
There's like I had to get off of a few people, like unfollow a few people and mute them because apparently blocking them is not working. So yeah, hold on.
Corey Graves has said that. I think Corey Graves said that on the first on like
SmackDown.
The Worlds Collide. No, he said it like on Worlds Collide. Then that's why Loyeska can also pin people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because Loyeska is an extension of Mr. Iguana. He did clarify that the first time, but he does it every time at this point.
Yeah. Well, he's got to make sure people realize what's up. But no, I liked it. I thought this was a great.
But we did kick it off with a very interesting match, to say the least. It's kind of like a Royal, like if you take the Royal Rumble and the Casino Gauntlet match and mash them together
Yeah,
from
this is his
WWE
baby.
and AEW.
This is his baby.
This is kind of what the Copa Bardal is.
Yeah.
It's only like 14 people, so it doesn't get too crowded. But you can eliminate people by going over the top rope, pinfall, or submission. So it gives that little edge to it as well, where it's not just going over the top rope. It was a great match, a lot of interesting characters that you can see there, and was won by the one and only Omos, who made his return to North America. He's been over in Noah for a while, hasn't really been on TV in the US on WWE. They haven't really used him, but yeah, Omos, I was surprised too. I didn't expect Omos to show up in that match. I know they had talked about sending him to AAA, but yeah, I'm not sure what made them do that. I loved it though. I mean, I loved every spot. Seeing some of the wrestlers that came out. La Parka is always great.
Oh, I love me some La Parka.
Watching him open it with that entrance just set the tone for the entire night.
Oh my god!
And I loved it.
You're right. 100% it set the tone, because he was the man that he came out and he showed everybody this is what Triple Mania is going to be like. All right, you're going to see us. This is our WrestleMania. You guys are going to love it. You know, and he came out, he did his dance and everything, and he went from first to last, and then got eliminated. Yeah,
and then got tossed out by Omos. And Herb's comment, Herb's comment kind of goes to what we talked a little bit about this. We don't do a lot of wrestling on the behind the scenes, but we did talk about this a little bit. Raw and SmackDown has been in a lull lately where the shows have not been, and that's kind of what Herb is alluding to with the comment.
Yep.
He watched Raw for the first time in a few weeks, but definitely don't judge the entire show based on what you've seen the past few weeks, because the past few weeks has been in a lull.
Yes,
that's what I would say to that. I know I know you don't watch a whole lot, but yeah, definitely.
This is the third iteration of La Parka. Now I got to see La Parka in WCW years ago. The original. No, he was the second. The original came from Mexico. He was the second. This is the third. Was it Vampiro or somebody? I can't remember who resurrected La Parka a few years ago. And here we go. This is our La Parka now, and it's awesome. I like it.
This one's for you, Sped. They had to have Omos begin the night because Grande Americano was closing the night and he had to recover. So
listen, he looked good in that match too. Later on in that match, like good God, and he sang, beautifully, yeah. But no, I enjoyed this. Listen, I enjoyed this 100%. I was like, wow, you could pin the guy and you could throw him over. Oh, okay, this is different. I like that. Wow,
we got the WWE introduction of Microman.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
Did he get thrown like 15 feet in the air? Yeah,
something like that. Well, like Omos held him over his head and then threw him into, it was like Mecha Wolf and somebody else, maybe
Mecha
Taurus.
Wolf was bad.
Mecha Wolf was awesome. He was probably one of my favorites in the match.
He reminded me of a WCW guy. I can't think of his name right now. Maybe Vampiro. I don't remember. But
he looked like a mix of Vampiro and Billy Kidman.
That's what I was thinking the whole fucking time. Like but no, it was awesome to see Otis and the damn God. What the hell is this all about? But yeah, no, I enjoyed this match 100%.
I would have rathered La Parka win.
Yes.
Than Omos. I don't mind Omos winning, but I would rather have seen someone from AAA win that to kind of showcase them. But if you're going to leave Omos in AAA,
they are. That's what they're doing. So what they want to do is they want to showcase him as a global giant. He went to Japan.
Global threat.
He went to Japan and dominated there. Now he's coming into Mexico, and what is he going to try to do? He's going to try to dominate there. So if we ever get a Dominic Mysterio versus Omos match, I'm not watching because Omos is going to kill Dom. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll get to Dom here in a little bit. He's been in a lot. And
Oh,
yes,
he's got a
there
lot.
was a little bit of controversy there with Taurus, aka not the Beast Muertos.
Yeah.
Apparently,
That was
the Beast
Taurus. Yeah.
Muertos is threatening legal action. I'm not sure how that works.
Well,
Maybe that was just maybe that was a work. I don't know.
maybe I don't know. Maybe because he looked a lot like him. At first, I was like, "What the
I
fuck?"
thought it was him when he came out.
Yeah, when he
When
came out, I was
first
like,
came.
I was looking around, like, hold on, AEW's here too. Like,
Well,
I thought they were
and
with
apparently,
CMLL.
he used to be Taurus before
Ah,
he moved. I mean, there's a whole lot to it. I read a little bit to it, not a whole lot. I wasn't
yeah,
gonna, you know me, I don't get too deep into the drama of
yeah.
it.
No, I feel that. I
Um,
feel that.
but yeah, it was definitely a good match. Again, would have wished La Parka would have won, but I can't argue with Omos, especially if they're going to
No,
leave him in TNA,
or
which does
Triple
lead
A.
us. Yeah, AAA. He needs to do TNA too. If they're going to let him do everybody else, might as well. That's where he'll be. His American return is in AAA or TNA coming up first.
Watch it be AEW.
I think everybody did, Michael. That's why they were. That's why he's complaining because I think everybody thought it was him.
I was like,
yeah. I was like, wait, did Mercedes' boyfriend jump ship? That would be weird.
Timeout.
And see, that's the cool thing, Carol, is none of us know who a lot of the wrestlers are. That's the cool thing that I like about it is I'm getting to learn about a lot of these. Like I got to learn about Taurus. I got to learn about Nino Umbergesa in the 3-man tag that I'd never seen before. Yeah. We'll talk about. I got to see Microman for the first time, which was hilarious.
That was awesome.
I got to see Mecha Wolf, who I'm a huge fan of. That's how I met Mr. Iguana. You guys see Iguana the Iguana up here behind my shoulder. That's what happened there. Lying. Seeing worlds collide.
You're not lying.
That's the cool thing for me is to see a lot of the unknown people that come through.
It was cool for me because I've seen Octagon Jr. and other promotions, right? And I've always liked Octagon Jr. But like you're right, I became a fan of Mecha Wolf as soon as I seen that dude. I was like, oh, that's badass.
And then doing multiple mists in the match too.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah, I like that too. But yeah, no, you're right. This next match, I became a fan of El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. This dude is a freak.
Right? You didn't mess that one up. I'm proud.
I did at first because I said the H. You know, I was like, shit, that's silent. You know, but no,
do you know who his opponent was, right?
El Messias.
El Messias.
Yeah, Messias.
You know who he is, though, right?
That's
Mil Muertos in Lucha Underground.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I was gonna say he was in Lucha Underground. I just don't remember his name.
He's been in a few other places. That's where I remember him the most.
When I saw him, I was like, "Hold on, timeout." I remember this motherfucker. But yeah, no, everybody knows I love Lucha Underground. But look at these pictures. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., man, in front of his dad. His dad had the Latin Championship at one point. He held that, and then he's going to try to keep going with it. I thought this match was phenomenal beginning to end. I thought the story was phenomenal because with Messias, he fought the original El Hijo Dr. Wagner. And
just Dr. Wagner. El Hijo means he's...
Oh, my bad.
El Hijo means that's his son.
Son,
he fought Dr. Wagner Jr.,
All right. So, but yeah, it was a great story. And I was like, hell yeah, sign me up for this.
What's going on, Zach?
Whoa, who skipped who?
I didn't put his name. So the problem with your comment before the show, he put that it was National Hamburger Day, good old Hamburger Day. And it falls behind because you put it in before we got on Twitch. So all the Twitch comment pushed it up. So I apologize, Zach. I did not skip you. I apologize. The way StreamYard does the comments, it got pushed away. So I did not see it. Thank you for reminding me. But it is good old Hamburger Day.
Yeah, it is. I had a hamburger today.
Right there. That's the one right there that he's talking about.
Get old. Yeah, no, hamburgers are good, man. I don't care what anyone says. What did you think of this match? I liked it.
I loved it, man. Again, it's a match that I've never seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen Mil Muertos, like I said, back in Lucha Underground, but I had not seen this iteration of him. We saw a little bit of El Hijo, Dr. Wagner Jr. at Worlds Collide.
Yep.
That he was there. But
he showcased
he won the championship. That was really cool.
I like
the whole story between his dad and Conan too, going back and forth.
That was awesome.
That was a lot. Conan kept threatening to get up and hit him.
He said, I might have to come out of retirement for a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but can we talk about how beautiful that title is, though? That Latin American title, how pretty it is.
Yeah, it looked good.
That, like, there's very few titles that I get like, whoa, damn, that's a nice title right there. And that one right there, I was like, damn, that's a beautiful title, you know. And people aren't talking about that enough. Like, that's a beautiful title.
AAA's got a lot of really nice looking titles.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh, that they do. I'm becoming a big fan of AAA because I get to finally see it. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
He was in Lucha Underground.
Yes. You know, some of those guys still haven't gotten paid.
Yes. Every time we mention Lucha Underground, you mention it.
So sad.
Keep pushing. Fight the good fight.
Fight the good fight, guys. One day.
But it's very funny that Zach mentioned it being National Hamburger Day because in our next match, you did have Nino La Hamburguesa with Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice against the Judgment Day in a really good match. You know, it was Finn, JD, and Raquel from the Judgment Day with Roxanne in their corner. And again, just a very enjoyable match. Anytime I get to see Mr. Iguana on my TV, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
But seeing everybody else, and we got the introduction of Demonita, which I thought was very interesting.
That was cool, though. I liked it.
Yeah. Yes, and that was the biggest story of the match. Is Finn finally ate a carb for maybe the first time in his life.
He said it made him sick.
57 abs.
He said on Twitter it made him sick. Can we talk about Nino, though? That guy, he can move in that ring. Big boy. Yeah. He can move. I was impressed by that. I don't know,
like the get up, though, just kept reminding me of Rosie.
Yes. And
that's all I could see with that purple and green, the outfit. It looked very much like Rosie the superhero. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It was hard to get out of that.
But, you know, my wife, I'm glad she wasn't around. You know, like right now she's not around. She made me turn my head anytime Lola Vice got into the ring. Because, you know, when she started pumping the hips, you know, like, damn! And she's like, turn your face. I was like, I'm sorry.
All right. But it was a really good match. The Judgment Day did win after interference from La Hedra, which was confusing to everybody for some reason. So for those who do not know, it wasn't random. It was not a random attack. La Hedra is actually Mr. Iguana's mixed tag team partner. They are actually mixed tag team champions in AAA. That's why she attacked him, because her partner is in the match. I saw a lot of people online going, well, this is just a random person that they signed. No, she's been with AAA the entire time. She's been a champion. They didn't sign her just to make someone else mad, as I saw some people say in comment sections on Twitter. But yeah, there were some people saying that. Never mind.
No. I was gonna say the comment sections on Twitter is like sometimes you go through there and your IQ could be at 100, and by the time you get to like the third one, you're definitely at Neanderthal status.
I don't know that my IQ's ever been at 100, but
I'm just saying it just drops real fast.
Yeah, they could have mentioned it in commentary, and that would have made more sense. Because that was the biggest question I got out of this match from other people: who was that and why is she there?
I think
and they didn't really mention it.
I think they were more worried about if Demito or whatever it was okay. Demonito was okay, because JBL was the first one to scream that name. he was happy about it. He was really quick with it, though. That was awesome. I like having JBL. I miss JBL on the commentary. He's a true heel, and that's why I like Corey Graves, because he can go heel anytime he wants to. People forget Graves.
You can buy your own Demonito, $99 on WWEshop.com.
Nope.
Make sure you go to @_Bigmike27. Our link for WWEshop.com is in there. Make sure you use that link to buy your Demonito puppet, and it helps us out. So we appreciate it.
Do it.
Then another really good match. The AAA Tag Team Champions the Garzas from Legado del Fantasma against Psycho
Pagano.
Clown and Pagano. Obviously, this is not Psycho Clown's first duel with the Garzas. Him and Mr. Iguana had a match a couple weeks ago for those AAA tag team titles and did not win. They showed the package beforehand that showed Psycho Clown said he needed someone a little bit more extreme, a little bit more psycho like him. So he went out and got Pagano and worked out for him.
Oh,
We've
it
got
worked
new
out.
AAA tag team champions, man. What'd you think?
I like this match, and Psycho Clown and Pagano remind me of like old school hardcore legends. You know, when they literally put a man in a trash can and then beat the trash can with two freaking chairs on repeat for a little while. Like, this man's getting squished inside the damn can. And I'm like, all right, this reminds me of old school, 90s. ECW, yes. It reminds you, yeah. And look, I am a big fan of him ripping that face mask. That mask.
That's my favorite part of his whole thing. That part is
cool. Pagano, though, that's a real essay. That dude is the real deal when it comes down to hardcore matches or extreme matches, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
This was a great match. Los Garza could be one of those guys that could get switched up and go to Raw. We were talking about this behind the scenes because they will get lost in the shuffle on SmackDown. They
already have been. That's why they put him in AAA.
That's what I'm saying. Put their ass on Raw. You can put Legado del Fantasma on Raw. Put the Garzas on Raw. It doesn't matter. You know, these guys will excel on Raw and help that division, that tag division. But, man, I am a big fan of these clowns, and I hate clowns.
That was, my wife was watching with us, and she's like, why do they have to all be clowns in this match? I'm like,
exactly.
It's just what they are.
That's what I told my wife. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Heatwave, are you watching AAA or are you watching the Juggalos match or something?
Yeah, JCW. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was really good. It was a great showing from the Garzas. They have been really good AAA tag team champs for a little while. What's going
What's
on,
up,
Aiden?
buddy?
How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the Garzas have been really good tag team champs. It was time to switch it up and let some more AAA people kind of come in.
Yes.
It kind of scared me for the main event, thinking if we handed these off, are we going to put the WWE person in the whole thing? Yes, you do have the picture down there of all the other clowns coming out to celebrate with Pagano and Psycho Clown at the end of the match. They said names for them. I didn't remember all the names of all the other clowns. I don't remember
any of them. Okay, any of them. There's only one clown that I remember, and his name is It. That's because
you also remember Psycho Clown. You just
I mean, yeah, Psycho Clown, but he's
and
recent.
Pagano. Pagano's technically a clown, I guess.
So
fun fact: Did you know if you're a real clown, like a trademark clown, your face paint is trademark?
That's dope.
Oh, fun fact with Bigmike.
We should have that. The more you know, pop up.
My wife worked with a couple people. They were clowns, like for birthdays and stuff, and they taught us a lot about that kind of stuff. So it's pretty. That's
cool. Dope, though. That's really cool.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the AAA women's title, and this match was a decent match. I'm not gonna. This was probably my least favorite match of the night. Not to say that it was bad. Before I get thrown in the comments, it wasn't a bad match. It just was my least favorite. You got to see glimpses of Natty Neidhart, which I liked. But yeah, I mean, it really didn't do a whole lot for me. What'd you think?
Give me more Natty. That's what I said, and she liked it. Right? WWE needs to give us more Natty, and she liked that. Right? She wants to bring the.
And then they gave us Natalya on Monday Night Raw.
That made me. I was so mad during that.
Yeah, me too.
I turned that crap. I was like, "This is bull crap." All right, I was so pissed at that point, but I brought it back. Don't get it twisted. I brought it back. I gotta give him respect and everything. But no, this match was highlighted by one thing and one thing only: Nick Patrick. Anybody get that reference? Anybody know that reference? Listen, Natty from GCW Natty in general. Okay, give me Natty on Raw, and she's gonna run that division, run that IC division, run that World division. It doesn't matter. She could run that bitch. All right, and that fake arm injury that she always pulls at the end of every match, but someone's always you wouldn't see that with Natty. She arm back in, like, let's go, yeah. Natty's crazy.
And I think she may actually be hurt. She did an appearance yesterday, and she had her arm in a sling, so something may have actually happened to her arm.
I didn't see that. But this match, though, if you guys didn't get the Nick Patrick reference, is a crooked ref back in the day.
Okay, I got you.
You know, and that's what this match was. Because if you notice, everybody was calling out his speed, and even I noticed that as well. When JBL
it was supposed to be. Yeah, he did it very exaggerated.
Yeah, he did very exaggerate.
Yeah, Isaiah got it.
Especially the ending. The ending. Oh my God, Madan. That was it. I was like, damn, she just rolled her up. Yeah. And that was it.
So obviously there's going to be a rematch between the other two ladies other than Natty.
Well,
with a different ref, hopefully.
We'll see. But I did like what was it called? What was these called? Spandex? Not spandex.
Suspenders?
Suspenders. I like those. Suspenders. I mean, we got to bring those back as men. Yeah, how are you wearing suspenders and a belt? I just noticed that. How are you going to wear suspenders and a belt?
I like how you just switched it up. You were complimenting his suspenders and then noticed that and just drug him.
You can't wear suspenders and a belt. That's like a cardinal rule. Which was
He's a crooked ref. He's supposed to look stupid. That's part of the get up.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to drink
this segment brought to you by GQ, apparently.
GQ, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Mike. It's something felt off about it. I don't know exactly what it was. It for not lack of trying from the ladies in the match, something just felt off about it. And maybe it was the ref doing what he did. Maybe it just kind of threw the match off. So
I guess part of
it's part of the gimmick.
I get it. But when Sped sees
he's supposed to look dumb.
When Sped sees something like that, you're like,
you didn't see it until just now.
That's what I'm saying. Look, that's what I'm saying. Once I turned over, I was like, dude, this guy's wearing a belt and he's got suspenders on. What's going on here?
Maybe he needs both. Maybe his tummy is pushing them pants down a little more than he needs to, and needs both a belt and suspenders. You don't know his story. You leave that man alone.
That dude likes a good food.
Maybe that's why he was counting fast. He was afraid he was going to have a wardrobe malfunction, so he was counting fast to get back to the back and fix his pants.
Listen, I want to get.
You don't know that story.
We need to get his name. We need to get him on air. Okay, I don't care.
I mean, you can go back and watch it.
I'll get the pesos up for this.
Well, go back and watch AAA and get his name, and we'll see what we can find.
I can do Spanglish.
Which does lead us to the main event, the AAA Mega Championship match between Dom Mysterio, Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano, and El Hijo de Vikingo. And bravo. Just a great match. I loved every bit of this match.
Every second of this match. Oh, my God.
100% loved it. All the spots. Grande Americano showed out. Dragon Lee showed out. You know, we're used to the WWE. That was not the WWE version of Dragon Lee. I love that he brought back the black mask, which is he's worn in Lucha a few times. So that's crazy. And there was a lot of questions about that too. I don't know if it's backlash from the Del Rio situation, because I know he is beloved down there, and they essentially see Vikingo as the person who put him out.
Yep,
because he lost that match to him. I don't know if it's a lot of people tried to blame WWE. Well, you're already ruined it because they already hate their champion. That's not it. This isn't a WWE thing. It's a storyline thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, everybody showed out. Lee, Dom, Americano, Vikingo showed out.
You had no idea who was winning that match at one point. You thought Dom was going to win. You thought
AJ Styles showed out.
You thought we thought a damn cricket might come in that damn match and win. Okay, because that's how good this match was. All right, everybody, look, WWE hasn't really put on match of the year candidates, but damn it, AAA just put one on for their world championship. And this right here, This match, yeah, it's not going to win match of the year. The AEW had plenty of gravy matches this year. You know what I'm saying? But this told a story. This told everyone showed out. You were completely right.
I guess that we would actually include this in the WWE submission since WWE owns them now. So it would be a contender for that when we do our end of the year awards.
You're right. You're damn right. But look, El Grande Americano coming out and singing to his own fucking song was amazing. And Mexico was singing with him.
Yep.
Mexico was singing with him. And then you had Dragon Lee coming out with the dragon and stuff. I thought all that crap
with the wings that actually came up. That was really cool.
Yeah, to move.
I wish the wings were a little bigger.
Yeah,
that would have been cooler.
It was cool. And then Dom doing, the mask like usual. Has an IC title, beautiful, no matter what. And then didn't he have a Liv Morgan? Yeah, he did.
So it was like the Mary picture that you see in Cat, but it was Liv.
I thought it was
awesome. Very nice touch.
Very nice touch. But did you notice? I think it was during this match. The Spanish commentary table did not get broken. It was the U.S. commentary, the English commentary,
as it should be.
And they
freaking
the Spanish commentary popped for it. Though they're like, "Yeah, it wasn't our table." Yeah, they really. Yeah. There's a video.
That should be a thing. Every AAA event, the English commentary table. Hopefully, they've got the wiring a little better, so we don't lose our commentary for a while. But I guess the Spanish announcers go through it every time.
See,
there's
video. I saw it too. There's video of it, and they're cheering in Spanish, saying, "Yeah, it wasn't our table for once. We don't have to sit here withholding our stuff. Yeah, you people can deal with it." And you just see JBL like, "Damn, man, the table's over there." I thought this was a great match. Look, when we get Vikino versus Dominic at Worlds Collide. That's going to be a good match, too, but I love that, AJ.
September 13th, I think, 12th or 13th. So it's coming up in a few weeks.
Yeah, it is coming up here soon.
Because it's the week before WrestlePalooza.
Yeah,
that's right. The 20th.
Yeah. No, Michael from Kicking Out of Two. Yeah, you're right.
That's why I put it up there, because I was about to mention it.
That was
obviously, AJ Styles shows up. AJ Styles was in a mask, and he's right. I didn't know who the hell it was when he first showed up. Until he got up and hit the elbow. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I thought we were introducing a new character or something.
Oh no,
I'm just glad he didn't have another Grande Americano mask on.
Exactly.
We're gonna get like the 7th Grande Americano.
I freaking liked it though. Like the whole crowd, was oh my god, you can hear I'm pretty sure Mexico was like, whoa, calm down. What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, I'm sure all of Mexico was I mean, we forget sometimes because we see him a lot. AJ Styles is still a legend around the world.
Oh, man.
A lot of people in the U.S. forget about that because they just see the guy on WWE who don't know a lot of wrestling, doesn't watch a lot of wrestling outside of that like we do. A lot of people forget he's a legend around the world.
I don't think
he shows up in Japan, if he shows up anywhere, he's going to get cheers like that.
I don't think he loses the IC title because they're going to San Diego here soon. And who's from San Diego? Dirty Dom. Sucio. Dirty Dom.
Hopefully that's where we get Dom and Ray. Hopefully Ray's clear by then when we get Dom and Ray in San Diego.
I've heard Ray is cleared. It's just he's just waiting for a storyline.
That would be it right there in their hometown.
Yeah, and then he loses.
Father versus son in their hometown.
And I hope Dom wins. Just
I do too.
But if they do that and Dom wins, let's say they do that, okay? Dom wins the Mega Championship. Does he go for the Mega Championship or does he go for the Intercontinental Championship?
I don't know that they're going to let Dom win the Mega Championship.
I think they will because he's running this King of Luchadors stuff and he's getting. You heard the pop. You seen him at the end. He was like, "Listen, Vakino, this is it." Yeah,
I don't know that they do. I don't know if they do the final match. That sounds more like a WrestleMania match, to be honest.
This would be their third match already, though.
Yeah, but so to me, the better story is you have Dom lose the IC title in San Diego to Ray, and then he challenges Ray at WrestleMania for the IC.
0-3 then against Ray.
And then he challenges him for the IC title and beats him at WrestleMania, and that's his retirement match, and that's when Ray goes out.
That's what I was thinking right there. Ray's never won that title. That's what I was thinking too. And they do that in San Diego, where the Latino
Possible.
culture is huge, you know? So that's what I was thinking. But I was also thinking he's going to have 2 matches in one night in San Diego. Okay? Dom. He's going to have 2 matches in one night. And that was one of them. The Rey Mysterio versus Dom. And then AJ Styles versus Dom.
So do you think he loses both titles, or do you think
I think he holds one, and I think it's the Mega Championship because there's another big pay-per-view coming up, and you can run Ray versus Dom as your headline.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that does lead to Worlds Collide coming up in a couple of weeks. We get Worlds Collide number 2. Not a whole lot of matches announced for that other than Vikingo and Dom for the Mega Championship. I almost thought they were going to make it title for title. I think that would have made it more interesting.
That would have been
because they could very well put the IC title on Vikingo and have him kind of come into WWE and cross promote AAA a lot more. But you do the same thing with Dom with the Mega Championship.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to make it, title for title, winner takes all kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see what other matches get put on there. I would imagine you're going to get a Mr. Iguana match, but maybe just a mixed tag match between, with him. I know him and Lola have been doing a lot, or him and Lahedra against a couple people. So you're obviously going to get a Psycho. They're probably going to get a rematch for the tag team titles. I would imagine that Worlds Collide.
I've heard that the mixed tag titles might be on the line at Worlds Collide as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, it could be him. Maybe Lola Vice turns on him, and her and Santino have done a lot too. They actually had that match. Her and Santino and Lola versus Lahedra and Mr. Iguana. So, any other thoughts from AAA?
No.
All right.
Except that, brings us. Finn Balor's been on all 4 now, right? WrestleMania, New Japan, CML, and now CMLL, and AAA. Sure. I believe he's been on. I don't know. I believe he's been on. I know you said he's been on all 4 big promotion WrestleManias.
Okay, cool. I did not know that. I had not seen that.
But not AEW, of course.
But we will move on to our first predictions of the night. You see the Murder Penguin up there with that beautiful run-in championship for the NXT. I am your NXT champion, and will retain my NXT championship as we predict Heatwave in Lowell, Massachusetts, coming up this weekend.
Massachusetts.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Lahedra and Mr. Iguana versus Roxanne and Finn. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited for the show. A lot going on. A lot of good matches. We will jump right into it. You got your notepad ready?
Yes, I do.
Let's hit it. First up, we've got the grudge match. Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe after a really good promo this past weekend. A few really good promos and some other stuff. Who you got? Well, he is a Murder Penguin, Michael, so he's got to be pretty strong.
Look, man, I don't know. Jordan Grace. I'm just going to go Grace because I feel like Grace is going to snap in this match. And, man.
Well, we'll have our first separation because I'm going to go Blake.
Yeah.
I think it's about time for Grace to move up. I don't know if it's going to happen right now or if it's coming soon. But I think they want to push Blake. She's obviously shown she's got some star power. I think we get to see the more serious in-ring style of Blake, which we've seen some. Obviously, we've had the promos and stuff like that, but something just tells me it's going to be Blake Monroe's night, which hopefully leads to a championship match down the line. Next up, the number 1 contender. That's America versus Canada. I'm sorry, the slides were messed up a little bit there. That's weird.
Yeah, that's why I looked at it.
Okay. Yeah, they bled over a little bit. I just didn't see it. Next up, we have the country battle, Canada versus America. All ego Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, name just left my head, against Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele. Who you got and why?
I got Canada, okay, because look, Chelsea Green she's got this the Secret Harvest on her side. So essentially, it just comes down to Ethan Page versus Tavion Heights right now. Yes, I understand they want Tavion Heights to be the next man, but it's not tonight, and it's not that night. It's not Heatwave night, August 24th. And I go with Team Canada because, yeah, that's exactly why I go with Team Canada. I can't go against Chelsea Green.
See, I'm going to go Team America, but I'm not going to go against Chelsea Green. I think exactly what you were talking about. I think Tavion Heights pins All Ego Ethan Page, and it leads to a North American title shot down the line. I think Tyra May Steele and Chelsea got added to this just to bring some more star power to it in Chelsea. And they wanted to showcase Tyra May Steele, who hasn't really done a lot since she won LFG. I think they want this to be a showcase for some of their young up and coming talent, which Chelsea has been known to do. She has no problem putting people over. She has no problem losing. She has said that plenty of times. So I think she can go, even if she takes the L, which I don't think she takes the pin. I think it's all ego. She doesn't mind going down there and putting over a couple of young up and coming future stars. So, and yes, the longest reigning former U.S. Although, I mean, Julia's getting up there. She hasn't defended yet.
She's defended
but
once.
She's getting up there. Yeah, that's right. She had the one with Zelina. Which comes back to the number one contender triple threat that I mentioned earlier. You've got the aforementioned Lola Vice from Triple Mania, Jada Parker, and Kalani Jordan. I'll go first on this one. I think it's Jada Parker. It's hard to go against Miss Parker. I think she's probably the most due out of all of them because you've got Lola, who's been in AAA. I think Kalani's due to kind of go down and maybe go for the North American title again. Her and Sol Ruka can run it back. But I think it's Jada Parker's time to shine. I think she goes for it. I don't know that she may win the title, but I think she gets the number one contender. You got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Parker as well on this one. I agree. I've been saying she needs to be NXT Women's Champion for a hot minute now. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Look, I get JC is great and everything, but I mean Parker's got everything that you want. Charisma. She's got the skill. She can go on the mic. Damn, what else do you want from her?
And what's crazy, in a year or two, this could be a WrestleMania match or this could be a pay-per-view match on the main roster for a number one contender shot too.
Yep.
And wouldn't break a sweat in a year or two. So the future is definitely bright with a lot of especially the women in NXT.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah.
Next up, Hank and Tank goes up against two members of Dark State. They said on Tuesday they weren't going to tell who until the match. That way they got the advantage. Who you got and why?
I'm going Hank and Tank because I don't care for Timu Retribution.
Oh, you shut your mouth. They are nowhere close. Man, that is nowhere near that bad. I'm actually going to go with Dark State. I think it creates more of a story with Dark State. They've been featured a lot.
They have.
On TNA, on NXT, they've been all over the place. I think they win it. They start running run shot. Hank and Tank could always come back at the beginning of the year at a stand and deliver or something like that and win them back. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Hank and Tank are about to move up to the main roster. I don't think we're there yet.
No, they're nowhere near there. No.
But yeah, I mean, you've got the numbers game that Dark State goes. There's a whole lot of ways you can play it going forward, but I think Dark State takes the win.
Yeah, watch it be a disqualification and Hank and Tank still retain.
Yeah, that means I'd still get the point because technically Dark State wins.
They are killing the Dark State vibe lately. That's what I was thinking.
Color, look, if you haven't been watching, Color's been scaring everybody for a little bit.
Yeah, for a while.
He's been, and Color's hilarious. If you haven't watched his, even he cut a promo during his tryout that was hilarious. Go back and watch his tryout. I think it's on Roku. They had that year's tryout. I think I've mentioned this before on the show, but they had that year's tryout. Cutler James cuts a promo during the tryout, that part of the tryout, and it's flipping hilarious. He's underrated. And I know he's supposed to be the strong silent type for the most part, but the fact that they're letting him be funny, that dude's going to be a breakout star soon. I'm a huge fan of his. I must have hit the slide by accident. Which brings us to the TNA Knockouts Championship. Masha Slamovich, Ash by Elegance, goes up against JC Jane for the TNA World Championship. Who you got, brother? Yeah, this is probably the hardest one for me, too.
Like, I've been thinking, look, I've been watching TNA to see what's up, right? And Ash by Elegance, man. Dude, oh my God. She's great. I like her. You know, they're pushing her. They're doing everything they can with her. And then you got Masha. She's a bad mama jumbo, you know? But JC's she's been scraping. I understand she's been doing great, but these wins, she's been scraping by. And, man. Yeah, see, and that's my thing. You got to watch out for Fallon and everybody. Man, this one's hard. I'm probably going to say Masha. Am I saying her name wrong? Yeah, Masha.
Oh, it's Masha. Masha Slamovich. I'm gonna say Masha too. I'm not sure. This is the hardest one of the entire show for me. Masha's the outlier though, because you mentioned Ash has the Elegance.
Yeah.
JC's got Fatal Influence. They both have groups that can take each other out. Masha's the only one standing on her own 2 feet. I think that actually gets equalized, and she finally gets the one-on-one, quote unquote, that she needs to win, where it gets all the outside interference taken away. Because if you take away all that, Masha's just better in the ring.
A bad mumbo jumbo. You don't mess with Masha.
I think that happens, and then maybe Fatal Influence maybe goes for the TNA tag titles or the Knockouts tag titles or whatever that they've got. And then they go that route. But I think Masha takes this one and moves on. And Masha and Jada Parker, if Jada Parker wins too, that's a match I'd like to see. Well, so this is for TNA, so it would be Masha taking hers back.
Yeah, Knockouts, yeah.
So, which leads us to the main event, NXT Championship. Look, we don't have to say much about this, at least on my side. It's Obafemi, it's Javon Evans. I'm obviously going Obafemi because I'm always going to go Obafemi. Who do you got?
It's not time to drop it. It's not the time. He's not going to. He's not going up yet. That's not until after Royal Rumble. Watch, or after WrestleMania, I should say. Watch. But yeah, no, I'm going Oba. Look, I like Javon. Everybody's like, oh man, Sped don't like Javon. I like Javon. Javon's cool.
I'm a huge Javon fan.
I like just Javon Evans. He's not Oba. All right, he's not the Alabama shot putter. All right, he's not a track and field. That can, high tide all day. You know, he just do when he's a champion.
That man is a forever champion because he's built by Bama.
Bama. Yeah, Oba too much for the OG. You're right. And high tide.
He's got the whole Roll Tide Nation behind him.
He got the high tide.
He's going to roll over Javon just like Alabama's going to roll over FSU next weekend.
Listen. When FSU wins, I am calling you, and I hope you have Herb and Raj on speed dial because you got to call them, all right? And then all you're going to hear is me going the tomahawk chop the whole time. I'm just going to play it on repeat, like the president when you call the White House.
Don't do it now. All right, so that is everything for Forbidden Door. Definitely looking forward to that show.
That's Heatwave.
Also, what did I say?
Forbidden Door.
Oh, because I was reading the next slide. We move on to Forbidden Door. Look, we're professionals, people. It happens. It'll be okay.
It does. It makes sense. Okay? Damn. Stop it.
We move over to AEW Forbidden Door, which is also going on Sunday. Well, gotta love counter programming. Again, I'm so excited for this show.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah.
For many reasons that we will get into, but we will kick it right off. First match up, we've got the reuniting Cage and Cope in a tag team, and this match is a little different than what you see on your screen. It is actually not Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne, as we learned last night. It is actually Kip Sabian and Killswitch because Nick Wayne's foot is broken.
That's right.
So make sure you make that change in your head. It is Kip Sabian and Killswitch or Luchasaurus. They called him Luchasaurus last night. He didn't say that, but you go either way. I'll go first on this one. I don't think it matters if it's Nick Wayne. I don't think it matters if it's Kill Switch. I think Cope and Christian get the win. I don't think they're going to let them reunite and not get the win. I think this will lead into what happens later on in the night, which we will get to. But I think Cope and Christian get it.
Yep. No, I agree with that. Everything you literally just said, Cope and Christian. I even had it written down as soon as we started this. I was like, psh, yeah, we're live, pal. Listen, what does that mean? I'm playing.
The fact that I messed it up.
I know. I'm messing around. Isaiah says he's got Kip and Kill getting upsetting.
I don't know, man. I just don't see them letting them lose that because I think there's more going on after that. They even mentioned it in the promo that they cut last night.
They're going for
there's other things in store for Cope and Christian not named. I think we may get a Nick Wayne Christian Cage 101 when he comes back after the foot injury.
You're gonna have to.
But I think this is a victory for Cope and Christian.
Oh yeah.
Next up, the IWGP Championship, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness, coming out of retirement once again with Daniel Garcia in his corner. You got why?
Man, he's the second best wrestler in the world today.
Some may say the best, but yes.
Listen, no, that's Takesha.
That's why I said some.
Okay. But Zack Sabre Jr., no, there's no way he's losing this technical master class that's going to happen here. What is it? Sunday. I was going to say Saturday. Sunday, right? This is going to be, that's why I looked. This is going to be beautiful. This match is, look, I get it. Nigel's coming out of retirement for the 15th time, and he's going to wrestle for a championship. You guys are getting the second best wrestler in the fucking world on pay-per-view in America. Okay? We're
actually getting both him and the best wrestler.
I know. That's what I said. But still, okay, this is going to be one of those matches that you're going to be like, damn, Sped was right. Holy crap, this dude is fantastic. Look at him. He is so damn smooth. Yeah. But this is where, I was thinking the same thing. This is where Garcia turns, helps Sabre. It's a win. Sabre Jr., man. It's already a lot. Done.
So Zack Sabre Jr. gets the win. I don't think Daniel Garcia turns on him during the match. I think he turns on him after the match, and then we get a match all out. Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. But I don't think Zack Sabre Jr. needs the help to beat Nigel McGuinness, nor do I think they should lend him the help.
No.
He should beat him clean. And then Daniel Garcia can get in the ring and just be pissed off that he made him come out for that, and then starts beating the crap out of Nigel McGuinness and finally goes heel again.
Let me ask you guys this. Chat, everybody, Mike, let me ask you this. We've been talking about AEW, TNA and WWE, right? Here lately, how WWE, whatever. Look what AEW is doing. They're showcasing the biggest title New Japan has, and it's not with an AEW guy. It's with the New Japan guy. He holds the title. It's not. I'm not saying anything about Trick. Okay, I'm not saying anything about that. I like the storyline that they got going on over there. TNA needed a storyline. All right, everybody understands that. But if you look at what AEW is doing, they're showcasing the best wrestler, second best wrestler in the world, with his title on a big pay-per-view. Just like what they're about to do with the TBS championship, and we'll get to that one later. Crazy how that's working.
All right. So either way, we both of us have Zack Sabre Jr. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Next up, the lights out steel cage match. You've got the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd versus Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yes.
The Golden Lovers, and Will Ospreay. You got one?
Okay. What's his name? Omega's partner from the Golden.
Ibushi.
Ibushi. His knees aren't there anymore, man.
Did you see Tanahashi last night? I mean, he's a former best wrestler in the world, but the dude can barely move.
He can barely move. Their bodies, they're thrashed, man. That's strong style. That thrash is
Tanahashi's what, in his 50s?
or
Maybe in
late
his
40s.
60s?
I thought it was late 40s. No, you're right.
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
of someone else. I might be thinking of someone
Michael
else.
Kid Guy 2, how old is Tanahashi?
Yeah, please help us out here. But yeah, no, I got he said good guys. Wow. I was gonna say the Death Riders, and then this, because look, his knees can't hold up anymore. Who's taking the pin in this one? I was gonna say the Death Riders win this.
So I agree. I think the Death Riders win. I think ultimately Will Ospreay takes the pin.
Really?
I mean, he obviously is going to be gone for a while. Who else do you give it to?
Kuda?
It can't be Darby because he's got to stay there to take it.
Yeah, but I'm talking.
That's what Isaiah thinks, that it's Darby. I don't think it can be Darby because Darby needs to continue the story, especially if Ospreay's about to go have surgery and be gone.
Kuda.
Yeah, watching him in the ring, it was painful.
You said his name earlier. I'm gonna mess it up again. Omega's partner, his knees aren't, like I said, his knee, Kabushi. He can't freaking move, man. So I think he takes the pin. He's gonna lay there and be like, "Thank you." Yeah, like he could barely move nowadays.
So I do think the Death Riders win. I think they pin Will Ospreay. If for some reason the good guys win, I think it's one of the Young Bucks that takes the pin.
Or
He's only 48.
That's what I thought. Late 40s.
Holy crap!
That's what I thought. Okay, so I wasn't thinking of someone else. Thank you. Yeah, he can barely move.
I've seen American, and I get it. It's a different style over in Japan. I've seen American wrestlers in their 60s that moved better than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's had a hard career.
Yeah. Oh, that's strong style.
Up until recently with the knee surgeries, you've got Dustin Rhodes, who's older than that, who's moving around a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. Shawn Michaels just had 2 replacement surgeries as well on his
I'm just talking about people who are still wrestling. Though.
Oh God, yeah.
AJ Styles is 48.
Yeah, you're right.
Him and AJ Styles are the same age.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
And that's not anything against Tanahashi. That is that Japanese strong style for 20 plus years, 26 years. I think they mentioned
20. Yeah,
taking
20
a toll on the body.
Yeah,
they said 26 during the match. So yeah, he's But I think the Death Riders win. I think this is going to write Will Ospreay off of TV for a very long time, maybe ever, depending on what happens. And I get it. We all talked about whether work, shoot, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm hoping everything Will Ospreay said, not that he necessarily has to have the surgery. Yes, if that's fine. But if they have told him he's not medically cleared to be in this match and that he could further hurt himself, everyone involved is irresponsible if he's put himself in that match. So I'm hoping that's a work. I'm going to continue to think that is a work, that he is that hurt. Yes, he may still have to have some neck surgery because he's got to get some stuff cleaned up.
Yep.
But if he's as hurt as he says he is, there's zero chance he's ever in this match.
Yeah, you're right.
And if anybody let him in this match, they should be fired.
Fired quick, too. Like, it was not slow. Kick him out right then and there.
Because with the way this match is going to go, you're not necessarily talking about the man losing his career. You're talking about a man that could lose his life.
Or his freaking legs.
So that's all I'll say on that. But I'm going to assume it's a work. And yes, he may be hurt, but this is going to be a way to write him off TV, that he can't hurt himself any more than he already has. Barring anything not going wrong. I'm not talking about something happening crazy. I'm talking about if everything goes as planned, he could still get hurt. But still, I think this is the way they write him off TV for a long time. And then he goes have his surgery, gets better, and then comes back and is a conquering hero. So next up, you've got the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher versus Takahashi. Who you got?
Man, I got Kyle Fletcher in this match because he's young, good, and they're pushing this kid to the freaking moon, it seems like. And he looks good with that title. He's real good with that title.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way Kyle Fletcher loses this. I get Takahashi's great, but there's no way Kyle loses this match. It's as simple as that. It really just is. If it's a work, I hope they're doing the Cody Rhodes. Exactly. There's that scenario where yes, you're hurt, but you can't do anything more to it than you already have, as long as everything that is planned happens and nothing crazy happens. So yeah, I hope it's that same thing. TBS Championship, the fatal four-way between all four promotions: CMLL, New Japan, AEW, or all three promotions and AEW. Who you got in one?
Man, I'm gonna keep Mercedes with that title because she's gonna find a way to keep it. All right, and look, man, again, our Mercedes Moné wins, but what are they showcasing? Stardom. You know, there's another one right there. I like this Forbidden Door concept. You know, I hope WWE kind of mirrors that one day with TNA or even AAA.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Worlds Collide is supposed to be.
Well, yeah, CEO. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Statlander wins this, but this is what I was going to say about that. I was thinking
Statlander's not in the match. That's Alex
Winsler. Windsor. I was going to say this. It's going to be something
she does look like Chris Statlander, though. She's very similar to Chris Statlander.
She's going to do her finisher. Winsler. Alex is going to do her finisher move on, I have to look over here.
Persephone and Bozilla.
Bozilla, that's who I was going to call her. She's going to do it on her, okay? She's going to hit it, and then here comes a backstabber, bam, and then she quickly pins Bozilla, 1, 2, 3.
So we've talked about a few times on the show about the fall of Mercedes Moné, that it comes after she lost to Toni Storm.
Yeah.
I think this continues here. They've pushed Alex Windsor to the moon.
Yeah.
Since she's been there, she has been presented very well. I think she gets the TBS title here, and it continues that spiral for Mercedes Moné before she has to pick it back up. So I'm going to go with Alex Windsor.
I feel that.
All right. Next up, you've got the tag team champions in the match that we talked about earlier. The Hurt Syndicate defending against Brodito. I still have to pause on that just to make sure I say it right. Bandito and Brody King and FTR. Who you got and why?
This is not the time, because we've already said that FTR is going to win and beat Hurt Syndicate, but it's got to be one-on-one. All right. I thought this was going to be it. I thought this was going to be the one-on-one, but now, just like what he just said, we hurt people. It's now the Hurt Syndicate's going to win this match because they're going to hurt them. They're going to have fun. There's nothing for them. It's a triple threat. They can do whatever they want.
Here's the thing. You make it a triple threat so FTR can win and you still protect the Hurt Syndicate. So FTR gets the win. Then they have a one-on match. Then they have a traditional tag team match for the title again. FTR wins again and then goes on to face Christian and Cope it all out.
I like that. That's nice. I like that.
That's what I'm going with. And Michael has Monet on that last match, unfortunately. And he had Kyle Fletcher before that. Here we go.
Proto Star. Yep.
All right. Leads us to the Women's World Championship match. A match that is probably going to get me in trouble. But I'll let you go first. Who you got?
Athena. I got Athena in this one, man.
Oh, I'm so glad you picked her.
Yeah, no, come on, man. Athena's like one of my favorite female wrestlers out there. You know that. I think it's her time. Everybody's been begging. We have been begging for more Athena. And I think, it's time for Toni Storm to take a small break, sit back, go on vacation for a little bit, and then come back and get that title. But I think it's going to be Athena in this one. I think this is going to be one of those matches that we look back and go, damn, that was a good match.
Yeah, I mean, possibly match of the year candidate.
Yeah.
So here's where I'm at.
Spread.
Athena is one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
I have said numerous times, I think she has the best finishing move in all of wrestling.
Yeah.
Men or women. Just the best finishing move in all of wrestling in the O-Face. But we're trying to bring that crown home to the run-in. We're trying to bring it back. And for the life of me, I've got to go with my head and not my heart.
Yeah.
I'm even getting all choked up about it. I'm not sure why, because it is just wrestling. I've got to go with Tony Storm. I just don't see them pulling the trigger as
Not
much
yet.
as I hope they do.
Yeah.
I wish they do. I will stand up and cheer if I'm wrong, but I've got to do what's best for us. And this show is the run-in to try to bring that crown home. And I've got to go with my head and pick Tony Storm. I can't.
No, I get it.
I taste bad coming out of my mouth.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right, going to the next one before I change my mind.
Yeah, no, I feel
Next
that.
up, the Unified Championship. Kazuchika Okada, Swerve Strickland. Who you got and why?
I got Okada because they're presenting this dude in a great way. When he's in the ring and he gets to do what he does, we see the old Okada come out, that New Japan Pro Wrestling style Okada come out. And I think this is it. He retains this title. It's too soon for him to drop it, in my opinion. It's brand new. It's a unified title. He just beat Omega for it. This is going to be one of those really fucking good matches in my book. But yeah, no, I got Okada in this one. I like Strickland though, man. It's hard to pick against Strickland.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as torn as I was in the last match.
Yeah, no,
I do love Swerve Strickland, not quite as much as I love Athena, but yeah, I got to go with Kazuchika Okada. I mean, I think they're just building up for a rematch at All Out, especially now that Omega's kind of made his return.
Yeah,
and I think it really comes down to who do you trust more in your corner, Don Callis or Nana? And as much as I hate Don Callis and everybody else does, I would trust him in my corner to help me win more than I would Prince Nana.
Yeah,
so I think Okada wins from the Callis family and continues it on.
The argument to that though is Don Callis has got 2 championships behind him. Yeah, what has Nana got?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would trust Don Callis more as someone in my corner than I would Nana, because I mean, his results speak for themselves.
Yep, well, championship, yeah.
Yep. Next up, we have the main event.
Yeah.
That you saw set up again, even more last night. It is MJF versus Adam Hangman Page. Disqualifications will lead into a title change, as will countouts. So basically, the title can change hands anyway. Look, it's too soon. It's got to be Hangman. If I were going with who I would book, MJF has goaded this match to where he could easily get Hangman disqualified in the first 5 minutes. Have the Gates of Agony come out and hit him, or Ricochet come out and hit him, get a quick disqualification win, and win the title. That's how I would set it up, just because that's the way I think MJF would think, because he's underhanded, he's a heel. That's the perfect heel move. But I don't think AEW is going to roll that way. I don't think they're going to let their main event be more of a story than just a huge match. I think it's going to go down and be that huge match, and Hangman Page is going to win.
Oh man, this was tough. I'm gonna have to go with MJF on this one. All right, and I'm gonna mark that down before I change my mind. Boom, it's down. All right, look, my reason for this is I feel like he's played a game, okay, this whole time. And I feel like, yes, he did get lured in about his contract and stuff. I get that. But at the same time...
Yeah, but he switched that up. He didn't have to use the contract after last night.
Exactly. And that's, I should have changed that. I didn't change that. I didn't think about changing it. But what I was going to say was he always has a plan. And what you just said makes perfect sense. We saw Ricochet get bullied last night by Hangman Adam Page. All right, yep. We saw MJF making plans. And the promos and everything he could do all day. He's great at that. He's phenomenal in the ring, and people don't give him his freaking props on that for some reason. But when he's champion, AEW champion, more eyes are on that product, and that's why I think he wins.
Well, and if he had not goaded the contract back out of it, I would probably say he would win.
Yeah.
But the contract, there is a very, very real possibility that we get 2 championship matches between the same two people.
Yeah, no, I was
If
thinking.
something weird happens and MJF like loses the first match, but then somebody comes out and beats up Hangman Page, and that may be why he may come out and bring the Gates of Agony and Ricochet out and just let him beat the crap out of Hangman
Yeah.
and get disqualified in the first match, and then execute his contract to get an immediate rematch and then pin him there. So and even if that happens, I get the win because we only called the first match.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So, I think with him still having that contract, it's got to be Hangman first, and then MJF can do something underhanded afterwards. Both win. We get a long, great match. MJF loses. Yep, kind of the same thing I was just saying.
Yeah.
And comes beats the crap out of him. See, I don't even think if it's a long drawn out matchup. You let him come out and just start beating the crap out of him in like the first 5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes, damn.
And then if you want it, then Hangman can still have a valiant effort in a huge match. And if MJF wins, there's still that asterisk to it. But you have that long, really grueling match after the fact, and Hangman can either just come up short or Hangman can overcome the odds and win either way. So I think if they're going to do that and do the disqualification or do the beatdown and cash in, I think they do the beatdown early, just to try to take him out because it's got to be MJF's plan to do that. If they come out afterwards, it's less of his master plan and more, hey, I lost, so I'm going to call people out and beat you up. I think this whole thing is a master plan by him.
Yeah.
So, all right, leads us to our Twitter post of the week. Anything else from AEW for Forbidden Door? Okay, if they have any other matches, we'll post them on Twitter. If they announce, because sometimes they will announce matches late, because we do have Collision, which I know has been pre-taped out in Glasgow, because I know they taped it before Dynamite. But if any other matches come up, make sure you follow us at _Bigmike27 on Twitter, at SB3DROCK. We will post those, and you guys can make your picks there as well. We will make ours. All right, brings us to the Twitter topic of the week, and it was announced earlier this week that after this coming pay-per-view or PLE at Clash at Paris, WWE is leaving Peacock and joining ESPN a little sooner than expected, starting September 20th at WrestlePalooza, the previously unnamed pay-per-view or PLE that is supposed to counter All Out.
Was that ECW?
It was. Yeah,
Okay,
it was an ECW show.
I thought so.
What are your thoughts on the move? Coming a lot earlier than we expected.
Well, I mean, I figured it was going to happen in like November or December, maybe a little bit earlier.
We knew it was happening in January regardless.
Yeah.
Starting next year in 2026, it was supposed to happen.
But a lot of people need to realize what that slide right there says. Exclusively in the U.S. on the ESPN app. You can still have YouTube TV as your carrier and still watch it. Yes.
Actually, that actually started today.
Yeah.
ESPN switched everything over. I've already done mine. I've used my YouTube TV account because I do have YouTube TV.
And it works.
Everything seems to be working fine. I will see what happens when WWE is a part of it because I didn't see a WWE tab on there yet.
Not yet. No,
I don't know when they're going to add that.
Next Monday.
But
next Monday or
all
Tuesday,
the other stuff seems to be working through my YouTube carrier, and I've got an ESPN app that runs through my PlayStation.
Nice.
And I run it through there. And when I signed in as my provider, everything worked like it was supposed to so far. I'm anxious to see. I mean, I think I had like 30 college soccer games that I could watch, both men and women.
Wow.
There was a ton of crap on there. It had every network, the Big Ten network, the SEC network, the ESPN3, ESPN News. It had all that on there.
The Ocho. Love the Ocho.
I didn't see that.
No, you didn't?
I'm sure it'll add it. Well, they usually just play that on ESPN News.
Yeah, they do.
So it'll be part of that network. I don't think it'll be its own separate thing.
Yeah, no, but hey, whatever, man. ESPN, WWE, good for them. First off, good for them. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. There you go.
He's trying to get that as a sponsor.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, no, I get that. But on the other side, Peacock has worked out a new deal to keep Saturday Night Main Event all exclusively on Peacock. What do you think?
And I saw somebody earlier saying that this was NBC canceling Saturday Night's Main Event. I don't know where you get that from. This is Peacock holding on to Saturday Night's Main Event. They were going to lose that altogether to ESPN, and they actually had to work out a deal to keep that. And whoever posted it tried to work it in as in like, well, WWE's not as good as they think they do. Fox let SmackDown go. Now NBC's let that go. That is not the way this is going at all. This is NBC desperately trying to keep any part of the WWE. And WWE said, look, for that old school feel, we can't let it go on NBC because you're a direct rival to our new company, ABC Disney, that we're partnered with, ESPN. So we'll let you keep it on Peacock, and that's it. So good move by WWE to still let them have it, still get that extra money from them. Good by Peacock keeping it on there. So I think it's a good partnership by all.
I like it, and if the rumors are true, no more USA Network, and I am happy about that because I am so sick and tired of the USA Network.
Why?
It's look, the crowd can say anything. They could be like blue balls. It's cut. They cut everything, and it's so annoying when you're watching wrestling at home on TV.
But they just signed a new deal with USA. I don't know that that's going anywhere anytime soon. They just signed that deal last year.
Was it last
2 years ago?
I know it was only 5 years.
It hasn't been that long.
I know it was only like
only been a year or two, but it's only been like 2. If that.
Well, man, maybe they got a good buyout. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope they get rid of them. God, I just hope they get rid of it. Go back to Sci-Fi if you want to do anything. All right.
You realize Sci-Fi is owned by the people. They're owned by the same company.
Listen, they're not jackasses that cut out everything.
But they're still owned by the same company.
Then go to freaking Spike TV. I know that's not a thing no more, but go back to Spike TV.
Just stay on USA. That way you get that media rights deal too. Then now you're getting money from, you're still getting money from NBC Universal.
Everywhere.
Because you're on USA. You're still getting money from Disney because you're on ESPN.
They'll go to ABC. Monday Night Raw will be on ABC. Not Monday. Friday Night SmackDown will be on ABC in the next 3 years. Watch. There's going to be Friday Night SmackDown, and then you're going to get Sunday Night.
If they do anything with weekly television, they move that to Netflix too. If they move it anywhere, I think that goes to Netflix as well.
That'd be dope.
And you get the 2 weekly shows on Netflix, and then you get the PLEs on ESPN.
That'd be dope. I'd be cool with that.
But again, I don't think that USA deal is up for anywhere soon.
Well, I'll find out for next week.
Anybody in the comments, if you know, let us know. Stampede's not here, who's usually our wrestling encyclopedia. He'd be able to tell us. Michael's also very good, who is in the comments. Michael, so if you know how long that deal's for, let us know.
He's got
but I think it's only 2 years into at least a five.
I thought it was a 5-year deal. But I think Stampede's got like 100-mile-an-hour winds going on right now. That hurricane's heading his way. I mean, it's going to.
Oh, is it?
It's curving away from him, but he's still getting the winds and stuff, man. I don't think Canada's used to that. Like hurricane.
They get some every now and then.
Yeah, I'm saying though. I'm pretty sure they're used to blizzards more than a hurricane. We love you, Stampede.
That leads us. We miss you, brother. Hopefully everything's safe. Hopefully we'll see you next week. He would usually be here talking about Forbidden Door as well.
Yeah. I just don't want to have to dig you out of 30 feet of snow. That's not happening.
But we will if we have to, brother. We got you.
Flamethrower. 2029. Nice. So it's only a couple more years. A few more years. 4 more years. Yeah. That's not bad. So it's
so if it's a 5-year deal, it's only like a year or two old. So it hasn't been very long that they've been back in USA.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I feel like it's been forever, man.
Unless Disney throws a lot of money at it, or Netflix throws a lot of money out and buys it out. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Thank you, that leads us to and look, USA Network, Peacock, NBC Network. If you guys just need something wrestling to fulfill what you've lost in WWE, Bigmike 27, Bedrock, SP3D, RSCK, we will gladly come on and do this show every week. We'll move it to whatever night you want. If you want it to be on Fridays, if you want it to be on Mondays, whatever you need us to do. Just give me a call, hit me up on email. Hit me a DM on Twitter, whatever you want to do, or Sped. let us know. We will fill that void for you guys. So.
Exactly.
Next up, we've got our TRI matchmaker presented by Sped. Who we got, brother?
All right, so you got Carmelo Hayes versus Darby Allin versus Wentz, which I can't remember his first name right now. And then I'm going to screw this dude's name up again. It's Shota Unio. God, I can't say his name the right way. He's John Moxley's disciple, all right?
Did you just use him last week?
No, I used him 4 weeks ago. I brought him back in because somebody else, like there was 4 people that put his name into a comment. So I was like, all right, we'll just put him in there. Yeah, I saw Darby Allin's name 3 times and Wentz's name once. So I was like, we're going to put Mello into this. Zachary Wentz. So
Mr. Gigi Dolan.
We got, what I call
or Mr. Priscilla Kelly, sorry.
These 4 guys, 3 out of 4 of these guys are definitely pillars of their company. All right. Yes, you could say in a few years, Mello will be him. You know, he's just starting. It's getting close. You know, we're going to build up to it. Miz ain't doing too bad, but luckiest bastard in the world. You're right. You're damn right about that.
If you didn't see their match against each other the other day, that was hilarious.
Was it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, they actually, Priscilla Kelly and Zachary Wentz actually, I think it may have been GCW, had a match against each other. It was pretty funny.
But yeah, we got 4 really good wrestlers. Who takes a pin, in your opinion, and who's got the dub?
So I'm actually going to go with Carmelo Hayes.
Nice.
I like Carmelo. I don't think they're utilizing him enough in WWE. I don't go as far as some of the other people with the We Want Mello stuff. I think they've given him some chances. I think Darby is the craziest. I think Darby may take himself out. Which I understand why Michael says that he may win because he is the craziest. He has been the one that they have presented the most from his company. Like he's been higher up in AEW than any of the other guys have been in their companies. But yeah, I think Mello gets the win just because I like his athleticism. I like his speed more than anybody else. And just in the ring, I think he's just really good.
All right. So and then I wish Dan P was here because he would love this. I'm going to say his name wrong. Again, it's Shota. I think it's Shota. Shota gets the win. 2 reasons. Dude is freaking lightning fast in this damn ring. All right. And he could high when he's on the ropes, anything like that, he looks like a luchador. All right. Plus, you mix it in with that strong style and Moxley style. Oh, God. This dude's dangerous. He is the.
You think he pins Darby and then he says, I did it for Moxley?
Yes, I was going to say that. I was going to say he pins Darby
I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I was actually making
you're good. You're good. He was going to pin Darby Allin, okay? And then he's going to look at Moxley and said, I did it for you, you know? And then just like this kid is freaking crazy. If you're being mentored by John fucking Moxley, you know you're nuts, okay? This man just got stabbed in the head like 15 times with a fork and still finished out a match. All right, my ass would be like, let me get the.
He got stabbed at the beginning of that match.
And
it wasn't like halfway through. It was within the first 2 minutes of that match.
Exactly. My ass would be like, yo, let me get the ibuprofen. Give me a bandage on my head. Stop the match for a minute. I'm a little bitch. All right.
So hey, if you stab me in the head with a fork, I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna cry and roll away, and hopefully an ambulance shows up.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. But yeah, no, I got Shota winning because. You trained under Moxley, you a crazy son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I like the rest.
I'm really surprised none of us had Zach take the pin. Just because I think he's probably the lowest on all 4 of them, to be completely honest.
He is.
I'm really surprised none of us had him take the pin.
I wanted to do this one because I felt like it would be a surprise. I would go add on to the storyline of AEW. Okay.
Well, see, I think you could do that if Darby wins too, because you could have Darby saying that he took out Mox's protege.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that kid's freaking fast. Go watch some of his stuff, folks. You guys would be like, holy crap. He does a version of what do they call it? They used to call it his DDT. What do they used to call that? It wasn't the death. I know it's a Death Rider now, but what does it used to be called?
I don't remember.
A Paradigm Shift or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. Paradigm Shift.
Okay, he does a version of that, and this kid, dude, Oh man, it's sick. All right, he's gonna be something. He's gonna be something. That kid's, and plus look at him. He looks like
he reminds me of Takahashi.
Takahashi. That's who I was thinking.
That's
of.
who he reminds me of a younger Takahashi.
Yes, and he's built like the guy.
It's probably the hair, because the hair is the same, especially the Takahashi used to wear.
You should see him when he's in the ring. His chest is huge like that too. He's a big dude. He looks small, but the dude's huge. Yeah. I wonder if he knows Kung Fu or like Wing Chun. That'd be awesome. What? Wing Chun is actual martial arts that's really cool. Watch Eatmon.
It's fine. All right. Look, make sure if you guys want to be a part of the TRI Matchmaker in the future, again, hit me up at _Bigmike27 at SB3DRCK. Let us know who you guys want to see in the Matchmaker. Sped usually puts them together, so you can message him or me, and I'll let him know what you guys think. But let us know a 4-way that you would like to see in the future, and we will definitely put it on the show and shout you out if we pick it. So,
hell yeah.
Again, thank you everybody for watching the show. This is where we throw it to the final word, which will be the final word with Sped. So this is where I say good night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, all the viewers, all the new people that have showed up. Scott from work, appreciate it. I'm sure I will talk about it tomorrow as well. Michael, Isaiah, Lady Alpha, Zach. I don't want to forget Zach again. Sorry, Zach. Herb and Raj, everybody else that has tuned in. Thank you guys so much. We can't do the show without you. Make sure you guys enjoy your wrestling this weekend. You've got Forbidden Door. You've got Heatwave, whichever one you enjoy. If you don't watch both of them, just enjoy your wrestling. Like Michael from King At 2 says, wrestling's a buffet. Enjoy what you enjoy, but let other people enjoy what they have too. So and at that point, again, thank you guys. Have a great night. And I turn it over to the final word with Sped.
All right. Well, first off, you guys know I'm going to do the vet ticks and first ticks. If you guys are a veteran or a first responder, use those QR codes. Get tickets to football games, man. NFL is coming back, and you can get 4 tickets for $20. Real good damn seats. NHL's on its way back too. NBA, everything. We got a lot of things coming this winter. Use those 2 QR codes right there. And get your tickets that you deserve, man. You busted your ass for this country. This country's trying to help you out. Well, people are trying to help you out with donating tickets and stuff. The next thing I would like to talk to you guys about is before, the promo code as well. Use Glitch. Come on, man. Stuff is great. I love it. Big Mike loves it. Actually, Smirch Juice is still, that stuff was great, man. Oh my God. But 10% off when you use run-n on your order. Help us get 30 sales. I think we're at 2. So we need more, 28 more by the end of the year. And then last thing is Regiment. Hit us up. Regiment's a gaming community that helps out veterans and stuff like that. And right now they're asking us to be part of their charity. So right now they're asking us to send out the link to everybody, and that's what we're doing right there. Click that link if you want to give any donation to veterans. Make sure you select Team Vinny. This right here helps veterans get PCs, helping them cover travel expenses to gaming events, and providing them a great experience. Personally, I know this works. Gaming is a great way for us combat veterans to escape. All right. A lot of us do need that. So this is why I chose to be a part of this, because I know how hard it is to find that escape. A lot of us can't afford it. A lot of veterans can't afford it. And that's what Regiment comes in handy. So if you can, $1, 50 cents, whatever their minimum is, I think it is $1 for a donation. Hit them up, Team Vinny. Let's and tell them that the Run-In sent you, Run-In Wrestling Podcast, so that way they understand we're really doing this for them. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great show. Peace.